Good news. This is M, 88 Propane Sets M unboxing. Check this out. Oh yeah, because somebody put some glue on it. Proper tool. I got my tool back. Today, we're scaping this tank. Don't be misled. This is a Green Aqua Gallery tank, but we're scaping it in this studio so that we don't disturb Tommy. So today's project is to use dragon stones and build a nice 60p tank, 60 by 30 by 35, and I'm not pretending to know how much that is in inches. Welcome to the beautiful European world of aquascaping. What is the main idea behind this whole setup? You guys remember that we had a nice dragonstone aquarium in the old gallery of Green Aqua, which was in a settlement near Budapest in Török Bálint. That 120p tank was the only tank that we moved from the old gallery to the new premises. The challenge is here because I'm going to build this in the studio here, and then we're going to move it to the other, and it's going to be full with dragonstones. So by the end of this video, you guys are going to see how it looks in the Green Aqua Gallery. So without further ado, let's start working. I'm going to take out the nice Danone clay-based soil. I'm going to use that and not going to use any base layer fertilizing substrate actually in this tank. It's going to be a very short build. I'm not going to do anything special. I think that you remember, those of you guys who had seen that video of the 120p Dragon tank, it was a minimalist Iwagumi style tank. It was not the style that that Tommy knows how to build, the only style that he knows how to build. Like having rocks like this, V-shape, see? This is minimalist style by Tommy, okay? I'm not doing that. You have to know that here at Green Aqua we have this friendly kind of teasing between each other, and we find that funny, even though some people, external people watching the videos might think that we're just mean to each other. We're not. That's how we tease each other, and it's a friendly thing. We respect each other enormously. The tank is the second tank from the left in the Green Aqua Gallery. It's more visible from the left side, which means that I'm going to bring the soil up from there to here. So the structure is supposed to be a perfect triangular structure with a lot of swimming space here. Actually, I really like those fish that we used in the 120p. I'm not going to remember the name. Those look just exactly like dragonstones, and they're like swimming around the dragonstones, like flowing around the dragonstones. I love that fish. In this tank, I'm only going to have the Monte Carlo plants. We like using Danone soil. It's a nice clay-based soil. Let's make sure that there's not a lot of soil in the foreground. I so hate that. And also make sure that the background is nice and even. In order to be able to raise the substrate to this level, I would need to use a lot of rocks to make terraces. Do we have pebbles, very small pebbles of this, like crushed? Just give me the whole thing. Oh, cool, thank you. I don't even need to use anything else here, perfect. Second terrace. We need to raise it a lot more. I need big and thin ones, because I don't want to take too much space from the planting. I'm going to try to put another terrace on the top and then try to fit the pebbles in there so that the soil does not roll forward. I could use a fine filter mesh, but I decided not to. We have one more terrace opportunity at this point. Oh yeah, this could work, except it's reddish. So the problem with dragonstone is that some of them are reddish, some of them are yellowish. Looks very strange right now, but I don't mind being a little bit reddish. This would be cool here actually. So what I'm doing, you can only see it from the top. I am actually pouring in soil here to keep these rocks in place. There's some moss on this. It was taken out. I'm reusing the rocks from the old scape actually. getting better. Let me see what I did. Okay, quite happy with the right side of the tank. Maybe we could move this a little bit forward. I leaned this forward a little bit and I made this line go all the way to the golden ratio point, probably here, somewhere here. So this line should point to the small pebble. Let's continue with the other terrace over there. I will need to do something in order to protect the soil from rolling down. It doesn't continue the idea. This would continue the original idea actually, and would close this line. When did we start?
26 minutes ago.
26 minutes ago, and 1/3 of the tank or half of the tank is almost ready. Huh, cool. Yellow, right? See? Now it's yellow, so now I'm looking for reddish rocks. Like this one is better. Except it's not high enough. This should go here. This goes in here. Yes! Oh yes! Perfetto. Just gonna let the soil to roll down from that position. And the last piece. These rocks need to be washed. But what I wanted to tell you is maintenance-wise, the biggest challenge with the old 120p tank was that the Monte Carlo had overgrown these barrier rocks. So the challenge for our maintenance team is to keep these rocks visible when the Monte Carlo starts to grow from behind over these rocks and from this little terrace backwards. I do have some additional cool rocks on this side, and I will try to find some that will add some detail. Okay, the moment that you push in a rock, it will push the soil forward naturally, and you would need to make sure that the soil is nice and even. That's two. You see? Symmetry, notworking.com. Why don't you need base layer fertilizing substrate? There's going to be enough fertilizing to the water column, and these plants, especially Monte Carlo, are uptaking the nutrients from the leaves. Please check out our fertilizing masterclass, because I'm explaining to you guys what kind of things we had. With Monte Carlo though, I noticed that when we use that in an epiphyte way, so that we glue it on a rock or we put it on a wood or something like that, you would need a lot of nitrate-based fertilizers in the water. Okay, let's start planting. We're ready. Is it okay, Aaron? Fine? We have the Lutea Hobbit, just one pot, a very small one. I'm going to like take it apart. And then I've got the Parva, 4 pots of Parva. I want to start with those because I want to see where they go and where they add some interesting texture. So don't forget that the soil, when it's wet, when we fill this tank up with the water, it's going to roll down. So the soil underwater obviously is not as stable as right now, but the roots of the plants will hold it. The Lutea Hobbit will start from the golden ratio point. So that's the only place where you're going to have these two guys. And then I'm going to use the Parva in places probably along this high structure. Okay, so how quickly can I plant this? Make sure that the roots are not visible along the front glass. As you can see, I don't plant between the glass and the soil, so I distance the first line a little bit. Don't forget, guys, we always tell you, you don't need to plant as many plants as I do at this moment. You would get by with a lot less. So I think that like 10 pots of Monte Carlo normally would be enough, but we want to plant densely from the beginning so that you guys see the end result by the time that this video is out. We always shoot the B-rolls about 3 weeks after this day. Okay, we're on the last step on this side, the top. You've got the higher one and you've got the lower pots. I'm using the higher ones that grew a little bit higher in the back. I work out 2 times per week with a PT, personal trainer, to keep my back in shape for planting. I'm testing. Is there glass everywhere? Yeah. Cool to have a project like this, which is almost too easy for me, almost too easy. But still, it's a little bit of challenge and I love creating stuff. And you guys ask from time to time what kind of background we use. It's just white vinyl that we applied by spraying it with regular Kleenex window cleaning solution. Moment of truth, but you guys know already how it looks. Don't go anywhere because we're gonna fill it up with water. And after we filled it up with, we're gonna bring it to the gallery, we're gonna fill it up with water, and you guys will tell me whether you like this minimalist style Iwagumi and whether it looks anything like the 120 P tank that we built before. Let us know in the comment what you think, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye, take care.